by HAZID? HAZID is nothing but a qualitative analysis to systematically review the facility to identify the hazards that may cause injury to personnel, damage to the environment, or loss to the asset. It is nothing but a identification of major accidental hazards using a project layout. See, in the beginning stage of the project, we will not have in detailed information to identify all the hazards. So what we do it when we prepare the layout, we have to identify the initial hazards so that we can identify the major accidental hazards so that we can eliminate them in the initial stages itself. That's why the HAZID is conducted. So later on, when you go in detail, when you have more detailed information, we can do other HSC studies such as HAZOPs, SILs, and all those QRAs to reduce the risk as much as possible. So we all are aware that HAZID is nothing but a qualitative study. It's not a quantitative. You will not get any risk number here. You will qualitatively say its risk is low, medium, or high, but nobody can exactly tell what is mean by low, what is mean by medium, what is mean by high. The exact number is not given from the HAZID. The number will come from the QRA. Here, you will only get a qualitative assessment. So as I said, we will be looking now on the modifications. See, when any project, say example, when you have a brownfield project, when you want to do a modification to any facility to increase your production or to reduce your throughput, or if you want to do anything changes in the existing facility which is running. So initially what happens in the project life cycle is you go ahead with multiple options. So you will try to add up few equipment, or you will change some design parameters, or you will delete some equipments. So you do some you try. The design team usually does the modifications with different options during the feasibility study, during the initial stage of the project. So this is one of the case study I'm just showing to all of you how we have conducted the engineering modifications. So the design team has planned multiple options. Say they wanted to do some production improvement, increase the production. They initially thought of first option as a adding of 3 HP compressors. There was one more option. They can achieve the same output by adding 2 heat exchangers. And they also thought of third option by adding 2 LP pumps. Instead of going with the option 1 and 2, they can even go ahead with option 3. Then they also thought of having the option 4, like doing some vendor package equipments where you will get the third party package, where you will get a different set of equipments so that you will achieve the total production what you want. Similarly, simple modification of some recirculation lines, they thought we can go ahead with this option to have some some production output. I'm just giving an example of different options, what usually you can have it in a project. This is one of the case study projects. So what we have done is when the design team thrown all these options, so what happens is different disciplines works on different each option. So they come up with their own proposal. See, from costing purpose, the cost engineer will tell, for me, option number 5 is cheap. So option number 5 is suggested. Mechanical engineer can tell, for me, option number 2 is safe. Like that, 2 is better. So each discipline will work on different options. Similarly, as a technical safety, process safety, or HSC people, we also have to work on each option to find out what is the best option in terms of process safety or HSC. That is the overall objective. So to do the initial hazard screening, we have reviewed a few project documents. So from that, we have identified the hazards. So we collected the existing QRA report of the project. It was available. So we reviewed that document. Then we reviewed the existing active fire protection layout, then passive fire protection layout, fire and gas layout, and the existing trench system and layout. So these are the documents which were collected and reviewed so that we can identify from these documents what is the impact on each option, because we will not have in detailed, you have not selected the option to do the HAZID. Once you select the option, then you can do the HAZID. So before selecting the options, we need to come up with some solution. That's why this exercise was conducted. So from QRA, what usually we have done is we have verified the possible fire scenarios from the existing units. You have the QRA report. When you see the QRA report, you will have jet fire coming out from that, pool fire coming out from that, vapor cloud explosions coming out. So different fire scenarios are already available in the QRA report. So for each option wise, for each option wise from the existing unit, what is the fire scenario coming out was envisaged. Then on to the new location. When you have a new location, when you have, for each option you have a location, say compressors, the designer might have planned, I will install compressors here. For heat exchangers, he might have located, I will install heat exchangers here. Pumps, one location. Similarly, circulation line in one location, vendor package in one location. Different locations you might have proposed. So for each location, so what is the impact it is reaching there? Whether it is reaching jet fire, pool fire, or vapor cloud explosion, we need to check. So based on that, the conclusion has to be provided for each of the options. So you will get some idea that your location is safe or not. Say example, in location 4, I'm just giving example, location 4, all these impacts are not reaching. That means compared to all other options, your location 4 will have a better ranking here. So like that, each option, the ranking has to be scored. Similarly, there will be multiple fire and gas detectors. Existing report will be having different fire and gas detectors. So each location we need to go and check similar type of equipment when you have in the plant. So those equipments covered by how many detectors? Suppose if you have a compressor already installed in the existing plant, that compressor is having how many detectors? So like that, you can calculate what could be the additional detectors you will be requiring in the new locations. So for each option, I have shown here only 2 options. However, like this, we need to analyze each option, how many detectors are covered, how many could be newly expected. You can draw some conclusion and give a ranking on basis of fire and gas detectors. Similarly, active fire protection systems. See, each location might have similar area might have covered with different type of active fire protections, such as water monitors, water curtain system, spray system, fixed dry chemical powder system, wheeled extinguisher system. You can even have fire hydrant, fire monitor, everything. So based on that, you can sprinkler system. So you can give each active fire protection one rating, whether you can check whether it is required or not required. If it is required in that area, so that option is having less ranking. Whether if it is not required, that option will have a better ranking. So this is the overall, this is the last slide from my HAZID point of view. This is the overall ranking where you can give the different options, different rankings. If you see, you have option 1A. Option 1 was having 2 options, 1A and 1B. Option 2, option 3, option 4, option 5, where you have compressors here, heat exchanger here, some pumps here, some package here, some circulation lines are here. So for each option from QRA, we have seen whether the hazards are coming, fire scenarios are coming small or medium or large. Based on that, the ranking is given. Similarly, the manned area is impacted with the hazard with lower, similar or higher range. So based on that, the ranking is given green, yellow, and red. If it is lower, we have given that option is having less impact from QRA. If it is having similar, we have given yellow. If it is a higher, it can be given as a red. Similarly, fire and gas detectors are not required. Additional fire and gas detectors are not required. So those options got good ranking. Wherever fire and gas detectors additionally required, those options got the other ranking, the yellow ones. Active fire protection, where it is not required, it has got the green. Where it is required, you can give a yellow. So like that, passive fire protection, where you have trenches. So different rankings were given. Finally, based on the summary, where you have highest greens, that means you have less impact, that system can be given as a overall ranking for hazard identification as 1. So based on this type of analysis of the existing brownfield projects, we can select the option. So out of the options which the designer has considered, which is the best option. This is just a case study, just an example I am giving. Whenever somebody wants to do the feasibility analysis selection, which is the better option, like this we need to do for the existing projects. So this is how you can come up with a conclusion. Once you come up with a conclusion, then you start preparing the detailed layout. Then you go ahead with the typical HAZID, where we use the guide words, parameters, causes, consequence, safeguards for that particular option alone. Instead of you doing HAZID for each option in detail, this way you can decide the better option and go. Once you decide, you can go ahead conducting the detailed HAZID for that particular option in the consequence stages. This finishes our hazard identification. Before I go to other CFSP exam details, do you have anybody has any question on this? Quickly, we will take some 2-3 questions. Just a minute. Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we
Yes,
can
yes.
hear. Overall, it is very good, Mr. Arshad.
Okay, we will take the questions in the end. Otherwise, okay, let me continue. We'll take the questions in the end. This is what the overall hazard identification for the existing facilities I would like to show. Now, I will be explaining about the certified functional safety professional exam certification process from the EXIDA. Just to throw some brief highlights about EXIDA. EXIDA is an organization which has established in year 20. Sorry, it's not 2020, it's 2000. It's my mistake. Established in the year 2000. They have worldwide 20 locations. Their head office is in USA. They are specialized in functional safety, automation, system safety, alarm management, and cyber security. You can just Google in Google to check their website EXIDA for functional safety services. They do different types of trainings, webinars, and certifications. One of the reputed organizations from where the functional safety experts obtain their certification. They made their examination, their pattern is very strict. They have very good reputation in the world compared to other certifications. You have also other functional safety certified organizations, good organizations such as TUV and all. EXIDA also is one of them. And coming to the certification exam process, they have 2 type of functional safety professional exams. One is functional safety exams. One is professional level. The other one is the expert level. Professional level is a where you need to have minimum 2 years of experience with your education. Then no need of any case study to be supplied. When somebody takes an exam, he has to obtain more than 80% on one single exam. So which will be containing multiple choice and short answers questions. Similarly, the higher level exam is the CFSE exam, where the person should have 10 years experience. Then he should also submit a case study along with his application. Then he should score 80% on the 2 parts of the exam. One is multiple choice and short answers. The second one is the case study problems. So very difficult exam for CFSC. Whoever is having good knowledge on functional safety, they can attempt this exam and clear this exam. We have very few people in Kuwait. To my knowledge, CFSC people are only 3 or 4 people in Kuwait. CFSP are very less. But in the world, yes, many people are there. Nowadays, people are encouraging to write CFSPs and CFSCs from EXIDA. From TUV, yes, we have many people in the market available for CFSP from TUV certifications. So their application process, if somebody wants to write EXIDA exam, they have to fill the examination application form which is available in the EXIDA website. We have to submit 2 referee statements, and passport copy, degree certificate copy, and experience letters copies has to be submitted. The exam fees for CFSP is $700. For CFSC also $700. So once we pay the examination fee, we can select the date of the exam. So the exam is online. We can select any date with our convenience, any time, any date, any place in the world. We can take the exam. So the exam process is there are 2 apps, 2 platforms available, ProctorU and Gauge. So these 2 platforms has to be installed in our laptop, and we need to check whether they are working or not. Once we pay the fee, EXIDA will send the username and password to log in for the exam. We need to log in exactly on the time which we have booked for our exam. That time we need to enter the password and username. EXIDA will arrange for the proctor. So the proctor will monitor the exam. He will give one more password for the gagetest.com. So that is the exam paper password. So once we enter that password in the Gauge system, the exam can start. We can start the exam after that. So the exam pattern is, it's a online exam. It's about 4 hours. The total exam score is 60 marks. Multiple choices are for 40 marks each. You have 1 multiple choice each with 1 mark. Short answers questions will be there for 24 marks, but we have to attempt only for maximum of 20 marks. If you attempt 24 marks, average will be calculated out of 24. Otherwise, maximum 20 we can attempt and we can leave out. So the passing score is at 80%, which is around 48 marks. More than 48 we have to obtain out of 60. No negative marking available. We can attempt everything. So exam results will be shared after 1 month of the exam date. Once we finish the exam, I have received exactly after 1 month. It may also take more than that. So this is a typical exam certificate, CFSP certificate, which they will share. This is how it is. For CFSE, it will come with CFSE. If it is a CFSP, it will come with CFSP. So that's it from my side. And first of all, once again, I would like to thank everyone and ASSP Kuwait Chapter for giving this opportunity. Now the floor is open for any questions. Thank you.
Mr. Arshad, congratulations for the certification. I have a question. Is it valid for lifetime or we need to renew it?
It's a 3-year certificate. It's only valid for 3 years. After that, we need to renew. Renewal fees is there. We need to pay the fee. No need to take again exam. Just to pay the fee and they will renew.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. So the session is wonderful. I really enjoyed the session for the line for project. So that was a very new thing for me. So I understood very well. So thank you so much, Mr. Arshad, once again on the team ASSP.
Thank you, Mr. Kizrat. Any other questions on the?
Assalamu alaikum,
Walaikum
and
salam.
congratulations for achieving this certification, and thank you very much for sharing your experience and about this certification. Thank you, Arshad Ayub sir.
Thank you, Bulifam. Thank you. Anybody, any question on the technical meet or even on the exam? If you want to have, we can discuss.
Yes, sir. First of all,
Yes,
thank you for the opportunity, sir, to attend such session, and thank you for ASSP also. And if I would start preparing for such exams, how I should start preparing for such exams? Could you guide me in this regard?
Yeah, that's a good question, Mr. Bharat. Exam preparation is like you should have basic functional safety knowledge, terminologies, understanding. There are multiple terminologies in the functional safety which we don't use regularly in our day-to-day process safety life. So the basic SIL assessment structure has to be known, the low pass structure, a risk graph, and then we need to focus on multiple topics like probability of failure and demand, systematic capability, architectural constraints. Different topics we need to focus, and each topic we need to familiarize ourselves. Then we need to read the IEC standards. IEC 61511, part 1, 2, 3 are there. And then as IEC 61508, part 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, up to 7 are there. We don't need to memorize the standards, but we should aware where is what in the standard, because it's an open book exam. It's not a closed book exam. So during the exam, you can have open book and you can write from the standard exactly copy paste. You will get full marks if you do the copy paste from the standard, because with that the examiner will know that you know where it is mentioned in the standard. So you will get full marks if you write exactly as per standard, but the questions will not come straightforward. The questions will be like they will check your knowledge rather than it's like a copy paste exam. So you need to know the standard, where everything is mentioned, how it is mentioned, why it is mentioned there. So what I suggest, if anybody is new to functional safety field, it may take 6 months to 8 months for you to pass the exam with confidence, I feel. If it is somebody is strong, already having good knowledge, even if they sit for 1 month seriously, every day 2 hours to 3 hours, or 2 hours at least, in a month or two they can clear. So average you can take 4 to 6 months it will take to confidently write the exam and pass. Because the difficulty with the exam is the exam passing score is 80%. If it is less than 80%, say 70, 75, we can attempt and get it clear. Now you have very less chances of doing the error. So only out of 10, you can do 2 mistakes. 10 marks, you can do 2 mistakes, not more than that.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much, sir, for your nice explanation.
Yeah. Any other question?
For just certification, do we need to attend the classes? What are the criteria for the class?
See, the exam is not mandatory to attend any classroom training or any training from Exida. It is not mandatory. I have not taken any training. I have studied my own and I have attempted the exam. Alhamdulillah, in one clear, I got it. You can even do that. Or you can even attend Exida trainings. They give online trainings. I think in the month of June, 1st of June, they have one online training going on from Exida. You can register in that training, and they will give the training material, some study guides they will share to the participants. Those will be useful in the exam. And after taking the training, after attending the training, you can do the exam immediately after the training, or even you can take your own time to schedule your exam and prepare yourself and write the exam. It is not mandatory to take the exam immediately after the training. No, you can do it later also, but training will be definitely helpful. But I thought, let us try like that with my guidance from Mr. Ambalavanam, my friends Srinivas and Rizwan. We all as a team, we studied actually. Honestly speaking, Ambalavanam sir has guided me on how to do and what to do. Then Srinivas and Rizwan, my colleagues, we formed as a team. We studied every day, so that helped me honestly to get the good knowledge on the subject to write the exam.
Clear, Mr. Clear. Thank you so much.
Any other questions?
Yeah, thank you, Arshad for your excellent presentation given on the subject HAZID for concept selection for existing facilities and the certification details. In the meantime, I'm going to launch a poll which consists only 3 questions. Hope everyone can see the screen now. Could you please answer this poll? Is it launched?
It is launched online.
What responses I'm not getting?
You can see in the screen.
Arshad bhai, thank you very much for your wonderful, quick and lucid session
Thank you,
and a
sir.
great inspiration to the professionals. I'm sure many CFSPs will born now.
Sure, sir. Sure, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your support.
Excuse me, participants. Are you seeing any poll on the screen?
I saw a poll coming on the screen.
But are you able to answer?
Yes, we have submitted.
Yes.
Everybody
Submitted.
answered except me.
Okay. Online
Yeah,
it's
we
not
have
showing. When I end the poll only, probably the results is going to come, I think. Usually earlier, we used to see the
it
results.
was there. The three multiple choices are there.
Yeah. Thank you. Okay, I'll close in 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, that is the results. Now, why I have given this poll is I'm going to send a survey link in the chat box where you will see the similar questions, and those who answers these questions only are going to get the certificate of participation. Okay, this is the link.
Got it.
Yeah, posted. Just go through the link and enter your details. Enter your proper name to get the certificate on the name. Otherwise, sometimes there are errors on the name and we couldn't able to reissue the certificate if any errors are there. Thank you very much. And it will be online for 5 minutes. Within 5 minutes, you have to click the link and enter it's like survey. Once you fill the survey, you will receive the certificate within 24 hours. We can do it immediately, but the problem is we are seeing the names, proper names. Sometimes people are answering in a different line.
What is a mandatory document for HAZID?
Okay, in the meantime, our secretary will be soliciting the speaker. Arshad, Muhammad Yusuf ji, are you there?
Yeah, Ramanaji.
Okay. Please continue.
Okay. So thank you, Mr. Ashur Ayub. So this to facilitate Mr. Arshad Ayub for the time he has given for us, his precious time. So in his busy schedule, he has took the time for us to give the brief about HAZID for concept selections and for existing facilities. And he has also highlighted the detailed explanation about the CFSP certification process. Thank you, Mr. Arshad Ayub.
Thank you.
So
Mr.
this is a small token of appreciation from ASSP for you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Where is your photo is missed, I think. Okay. There are
The new members, you can introduce yourself. If any new member is there today attending, the new members, you can just unmute yourself.
Yes, I'm Madam Safa, Engineer Safa. I'm chemical engineer. I'm joining since 1 month ASSP Kuwait Chapter. And thank you for this useful and insightful presentation, which is well presented. And thank you for this good organization.
Thank you, Madam Safa.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Madam Safa, for joining with us. So really, you will be getting many more events like this, and very resourceful people will be presenting, and welcome you on the board. Any other, please?
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum
I'm Mohammed
assalam.
Rameez. Basically, I'm a mechanical engineer. Right now, I'm working as a safety engineer in KOC, one KOC maintenance project. And this is my first session with ASSP. And I'm not yet a member. Inshallah, I'll be joining this organization soon, inshallah. So, and recently only I came to Kuwait. So, this is my first experience, and it was very good.
Thank you, Mr. Muhammad Rais, for joining. So, Mr. Rameez, you can just meet our membership committee head, and you can take the membership. So, join your hands, and you can grow with ASSP, inshallah.
Sure, sir. Sure.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Any other, please? Any other new members who are joined for today's event?
Hello, sir. This is Deepak Kumar Mandal from India. Can you hear me,
Yeah,
sir?
Mr. Deepak, please. Yeah.
Thank you. Sir, right now I am working as a safety officer in Tata Steel Limited in India. I have around 10 years experience. Firstly, I have joined in this session, and the session was very much useful or helpful for us, like a safety professional. And that session link was shared by my friend, one of my friend who worked at Kuwait. Thank you all for organizing such a good training session, and hopefully hope this type of session will I will attend in future. Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah, welcome, Mr. Deepak Kumar Mandal, for our today's event. And you can take the membership from India also for our Kuwait chapter, and you can attend many more events which will be conducted by the chapter.
Sure, sir.
Welcome. So if anyone else is there, you can just come up, or we can close. Anyone else, the new member is there in today's event?
Yeah, my name is Mikael Awal Dambaba from Nigeria.
Hey, mashallah.
This
Welcome.
is wonderful. This is my second time of attending the webinar. I attend one health and safety environment in plant pro. So this is my second webinar to attend.
Welcome. So
Thank you very much.
we are conducting online and offline.
Yeah, I attend online
courses also, events. So you can just you can join and you can take the benefit from this.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. We really appreciate. Thank you very much. Thank you.
So, dear friends, mashallah, it was an excellent event, and alhamdulillah, It was a very good presenter, Mr. Arshad Ayub. He presented the brief about the HAZID, and he has already also discussed about the course which very less people or have taken from Kuwait, and throughout the world people they are excited to know how to get this course, what are the requirements, and Alhamdulillah or Arshad Ayub today he has briefed everything in detail. So thank you for joining for our today's event, and inshallah you will be getting many more events like this. So try to get the member so that you will get benefit from any part of the world. So thank you once again for every one of you who has joined for today's event, and thank you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Muhammad Yusufji. And we will keep the floor open for 5 more minutes. If anyone would like to would like to share your experience with the ASSP Kuwait chapter, or if you want to say something else other than ASSP Kuwait chapters, you can open your mic and speak.
Yeah, Mr. Ramana, just please you can handle. So it's already a call for the prayer. So I'll make you move.
Thank you. Thank you, Muhammad Yusufji.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Bye.
We'll have 5 more minutes. If anyone would like to talk on something, you can open. Okay, it is networking session. Okay, you can open your mic and speak on something interesting on your site or project or in your real life or whatever it is. It is an opportunity to enhance our skills. Okay, so yeah, networking is designed for that only. I am seeing few new members, but okay, anyway, I don't want to disturb them. Let them enjoy, but you can join for our events whenever you get a chance.
Yeah, Mr. Ramna, I would like to say thank you cordially for ASSP chapter and all of these arrangements and training sessions, webinars, and the informations about the certifications. It's wonderful and excellent. I would love to continue with ASSP always. Thank you so much once again.
Thank you, Mr. Kizar. We are seeing you many times, right? Most of the times you are attending our events.
Yeah, Mr. Ram.
Thank
Whenever
you.
I'm too much busy in my life, but I always organize time for ASSP to attend.
Understood. Thank you. Mr. Mahbub Hassan, would you like to say something?
Yeah, Mr. Ramana, good evening. Good evening to you and good evening to all. And this session was really good and helped us to gain more insights of CFPS. Inshallah, we will plan in later stages. And also thanks to ASSP Kuwait Chapter for arranging such session. And multiple time I have attended the sessions and the quizzes and championships. And really it gives us a great opportunity to learn and improve ourselves. And this networking session is also great. I'm listening the new participants also. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mahbub Hassan. We really appreciate your participation, and we request everyone to participate and gain as much as you can. Thank you very much. With that, we'll close the session and see you on the next event. Thank you very much. Good day to you all. Bye.